Alright, here it is. The Nemo Veda 2P. Pretty much fully pitched. Nemo is nice enough to include all the guy lines and line adjusters for this particular setup here so far. I'll go over a couple of things I had to add and would add soon. So here it is to start. It's a two-person backpacking tent. Here's a quick little walk around. Looks kind of like a spaceship from this angle. It's kind of neat, I think. Requires 4 trekking poles out of the box to fully set up, and has 2 entries, 2 vestibules, 2 equal-sized vestibules. Pretty good sized, in my opinion. I was previously using a REI quarter dome T2 Plus. This is surprisingly close to that. Okay, first thing we'll take a look at. It does include 2 stick vents in the vestibule. So each vestibule has a stick vent, which just a little prop open Velcro attachment here. And the vestibules have 2 zippers, one on each end. There's zipper pulls on each end. So you can close it up or open it up as much as you feel fit. And you can kind of see the stick vent comes back down and secures right there. So if you really want to close it up tight, you can do that. And you can access it from the inside as well. There is a pull on the inside. So if you're closed up tight, you can adjust it from inside the tent as well. Ventilation is very important. Everybody enjoys a good breeze in the evening. I'm kind of rambling like an idiot. Alright, so here we go. Inside the vestibule, weep. Pretty good sized. Kind of pull back here for a second. One of the things I thought was really cool, and you can tie these back here. There's some little toggles here that allow you to just whip around. See if I can do this one-handed. Alright, that's one side there. But the cool thing is, I thought, at least, is Nemo designs it as such. They provide tie downs here at the top. Guy line that comes out. Oh. And so what you can do is you can rely on just the vestibule to actually provide the structural integrity for your tent, but you can also just rely on the guy lines, and so you can pull back the vestibule all together. Sorry for everybody. It takes 2 hands here to do this. A little awkward, but yeah, there we go. So you can tie back the entire vestibule and rely on the guy line so you get maximum ventilation. You open it up on both sides, some nice cross ventilation. Here you can see the 2 poles I'm using. I actually got my Helinox Passport 120s, twist lock 120s. Big fan of those, super light, aluminum, not too expensive. Anyways, but because sometimes I go solo, I don't have 4 sets of 4 poles. I ordered a set of carbon fiber poles from Fiberplex. They were nice enough to do that for me after I paid for them. But it looks like it works pretty well. I've got to figure out exact length and whatnot. It kind of goes down to a little area down here. They've got loops for trekking poles, and they actually have grommets if you have the proper length, which I do not. I ordered slightly too long. I ordered 38 inches, and it looks like I need to go a little shorter for that. If you order the proper length grommet pole, you can snap it in there, which the Fiberplex pole does have grommet ends on it. Dual zipper screen. And a pretty good sized door, actually, in my opinion. Come inside. This reveals my one immediate concern about the tent is from the outside you can kind of see that this ridge line here is kind of it's taut, but it sags, and and so I'm concerned about, it sags right here, and I'm concerned about whether or not we're going to gather condensation and drip on the middle of the tent. Well, I guess we'll find out. They do have up at the top there on each side, over here too, there are headlamp pockets with diffuser material, I guess, is supposed to make it so the light covers more evenly throughout the tent. And then little stash pockets there on each side, and again over here you can just put whatever doodads and things that make you feel good at night. Your glasses, contact case, walkie-talkie. Yeah, otherwise, I mean, that's actually pretty good sized floor space in here. I'm 5'10" something, and I easily can stretch out in here. I don't remember the exact measurements. I'll put it up on the site as far as what the exact measurements of the floor are, but pretty cool. I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but the Nemo symbols are on the inside of the tent, not the outside, so it gives the outside kind of a plain looking appearance, which is kind of cool. It's nice not to have branding all over the outside of the tent. You can just kind of see right here, there's underneath there's one there and one over here, but you can't see them outside the tent. Nemo did not provide, in my opinion, enough stakes, but no tent company really ever does. They provided all the guy lines, even the guy line to do this guy out here from the end of the tent, which I would consider incredibly important for stability and also room inside the tent. It really just improves a ton of the space. It gives more of a vertical wall at the foot box and head of the tent. Otherwise, it just kind of sags in and it's kind of floppy. This really adds a lot of rigidity. I mean, it's obviously very flexible, but adds a lot more rigidity to the tent itself. But they do not give you a stake for that, so a little old Amazon purchase later, and I've got some MSR groundhog impersonators. But they do provide you the line. I'll probably put a line adjuster on there too, but the long length of it does kind of give you that ability to get it out pretty far, coming out more vertical, or more horizontal, sorry. My brain does not work. Same exact story over here. Well, it's in the shade, probably. So, well, yeah, that's pretty much it. Hey, easy to take down, easy to set up. I'm pretty happy with it so far. I've spent one night in it, just kind of testing it out. I'll be taking it on a backpacking trip here for a few days in August, and it should be fun. But there it is, Nemo Veda 2P. I'm going to shut up and put down the camera.